It's time to put it all back together. That's what's happening on this episode of Featherstone Bicycles. I am going to put the front wheel back together, but I did notice when I was taking the nipples off the spokes that I do have this chain soaking in the solvent for a few days, so I am going to run that through the chain cleaner, if I can remember how it works. I know let's see here. Okay. That. And put some solvent in there. Push this down, put that over there, and then I think we start running it through. Of course, you're supposed to use this tool when the chain is on the bike, and then you're just pedaling the chain through it, but we don't have that situation. But you recall from last season, season 7, I decided to use this method versus what I had been doing, which was scrubbing it in the stainless steel bowl and then hitting it up with a wire wheel. This method worked infinitely better than that and was a lot less work, although you wouldn't know it from right now. It does get stuck in a few places, and of course I can't get all the way to the end because I don't want to have the end of the chain go in there, and I can't do this end. Whoops, losing solvent. Can't do this end because the pin is sticking out. But if I just have to clean that little bit by hand, no worries. I can see already it does a lot better job in getting in the inside than the old method did. Oh, I'm just a little bit too far there. I'm just looking now. Wow, that's really clean. So I think one more pass and we'll be done. One more on each side, I should say. Okay. There's that solvent in there. really clean chain. Just gonna see if there's any little pieces, any little parts I should say, that need some attention, but I don't think so. One thing I am gonna do is dry it off as best I can. Just running it through this towel. I don't want it to start to rust, obviously. And then we're gonna put it back in the clean stainless steel bowl with the chain lubricant. So what I use here is Finish Line's One Step Cleaner and Lubricant for chains. I just have that in that bowl there, and I spray that all over it. Turn it over. And that will be its final lubricant, and plus keeps it from rusting until we wait until the final episode when we put it all back together. Okay, so now we're ready to start the lacing process for the front wheel. If you want to know how this works in detail, how to get this started, bonus episode number 2 goes through it in detail. You put the valve stem hole right at the bottom, pick a hole, 1, 2, 3, 4. This first one is an under, and it goes to the second hole to the right of the valve stem hole. Count back down, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our starting hole. 1, 2, 3. And this is an over. So it comes in from underneath. And that one goes just to the left of the valve stem hole. Now that the spokes are all laced into the wheel, we've brought it over here to the truing stand where, as you can see, it needs a little bit of work. So what we're first going to do is tighten all the spokes evenly. What I like to do is get them close to where the end of the spoke nipple is just starting to get close to the threads. And then you know that you're even all the way around. And then from there, we'll start to tighten them down and use the pinchers on the truing stand after I adjust this down to where the pinchers are going to hit the rim. And as it starts to rub against the rim, you tighten or loosen, and go on from there. I've shown this many times in past seasons, so if you want to see a more detailed explanation of it, you can check out one of those seasons. So you can see now we're closer, but we're hearing that scrape. First on this side, and then it comes over to this side. So when it's scraping on this side, it means the spokes are too tight on this side, and they're too loose on this side. So we will reverse that until the rim starts to move closer to the center, and then we don't get any rubbing. And then we'll move the pinchers closer until we do get some rubbing, and we'll rinse and repeat until we have the pinchers as close as we can without any rubbing, and then our wheel will be true. We're also going to check the trueness as far as the round goes by moving the pinchers down so that the edge of the rim rides on top of the pinchers, and then we will spin the wheel until we get some rubbing like that, and that means the spokes on this side are too loose and the ones 180 degrees from it are too tight. So we'll adjust that as well. Now we can put the rim strip on. Get it lined up with our valve stem hole. Get it straightened out. We've got our tire here, brand new tire. This is a Kenda K35 for 27 by 1 1/4 wheel, wire bead 90 PSI. first thing we'll do is put a little bit of air in the inner tube, brand new inner tube, also from Kenda, I think. Yes. And I've got, instead of having to run out to the garage in this cold weather, which I've been doing ever since I started this, I bought one of these little rechargeable, USB rechargeable air compressors. This was off of Amazon. When I first looked at it, it was $9.99. And when I went to go buy it a couple days later, it was $17.99. At any rate, it seems like it's a good deal. You do have to put the amount of air that you want in the tire, which this is 90, but I'm going to go with 60, but I'm just going to put a little bit. Yeah, I guess you just screw that on. I just want to put a little bit of air in here. And we start it up. How do we do that again? I think it's right here. Nope, it's not that. Bicycle, okay. That was the mode. Okay, that's all the air we need in the beginning. And then we'll put that in the tube. Get that out of our way. Put that in the tire, I should say. We do this to just keep the inner tube from getting all scrunched up. If you put it in uninflated. Again, you don't have to put that much air in there. Even then, it's going to be a little scrunched, but not as much as it would be if you potentially could be if you did this without inflating it a little bit. So then we put our valve stem through the hole, put our cap on there to keep that from migrating out, and then start to work it around. Okay, that was a bit of a struggle. We got it on there. And now let's just see. Like I said, I think we're going to do this. Still getting used to how this thing works. I'm just going to go up to 60. Well, for some reason, oh, I know why. I'm on motorcycle. Now I'm on bicycle. And this is supposed to shut off when it reaches the right PSI. So we're going to test this here. Okay. shut off. Notice that the battery went from 3 bars down to 1 bar. So that's not good. Turn that off. Okay. It's not the greatest, but it's a lot better than going out into the cold garage. Put the cap back on. Opposite the valve stem, we're going to put the reflector. Let's see. How does this work? Like this. So it's going to get attached to these two spokes right here. One last little thing we need to do. Put the charger on and plug it in. There we go. That's going to do it for today. Thanks for sticking with me, and I hope to see you next time on Featherstone Bicycles.